dominant, man. It's something that I said early in the year before we even got started. It's like they're gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Two twin towers, 6'6", 6'4", both speed demons. Put the ball anywhere in space and they'll get down.
And we like to pass along to you tonight's show. Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show, proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino. It's entertainment outstanding. We like to thank them for their valued partnership as inaugural members of our Ring of Honor. Tulalip Resort Casino has truly stepped up to back the pack. Tulalip Resort Casino, Quilceda Creek Casino, and Tulalip Bingo and Slots. 3 casinos, endless fun when all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com. Also brought to you by our friends at Mack & Sons Concrete, your local experts since 1993. From decorative finishes to full restorations, their skilled team delivers quality results that you can count on. And Mack & Sons Concrete, they build on excellence. Whether you are considering a renovation or a new extension, their skilled team is committed to delivering exceptional results. That's Mack & Sons Concrete. On the ground, you had a pretty sound running game for the most part. Magalay, 2 for 17, including the one long trip to the crib, 16 yards. JoJo Olabreeze, 8 for 10, and Andre Hendricks, 2 for 7. And defensively, on the flip side, Buckley with 6 tackles, Edwards with 4, Lee with 3. Your defense was quite tenacious in keeping Albany in check in the times throughout the ball game, where you're able to get things tied up. Twice in that ball game, you went to the locker room at intermission, 21 aside. That had to be an absolute feel-good for you and the squad going in.
Yeah, I mean, it feel good. Yeah, it's more, because we executed, did our job, and did our 1/8. That's all I asked our team to do, and that's really what the buy-in is can you execute, can you do your job, and can you uphold the doing your 1/8? If you do that, then the engine is going to run the way it's supposed to be ran. And that's why you see we kept it balanced. It's not just a passing league. You got to be able to balance it out with the running as well. And we got the momentum going. And, again, going into half tied up, that was something that caught everybody off guard, the fact that we were able to score and continue matching against the high-powered Albany Firebirds.
And it was a tale of 2 quarters in the first half. It's like Albany was able to get things clicking. Your squad, things were a little bit just stutter and sputter a little bit, but once you got into the second 15-minute stanza, you outscored Albany 21-6.
Yeah.
And you kept the Firebirds in check, and that had to be an absolute huge boost of confidence.
Yeah, I mean, confidence, it's just a fact of a reminder that we knew what time it was. This is just what we do. I've been saying this for the last 2.5 years, now being the 3rd year. You just got to have the right guys on the bus, get the wrong guys off the bus, and just do our job. We're not asking for a lot here in this program. Just do your job, execute, do your 1/8, and everything else will fall in place.
As we look on the flip side for Albany, Joshua Kalka going 12 of 24, 211, 5 touchdown passes. His longest was 29. There were a couple of passes by Albany that somehow the defensive secondary, something was missing. And Albany was able to pick off the open man twice.
Yeah, again, that just ties back to, what Albany does. They're just an excellent ball team, saying they work really hard. They got their coach, Coach Ware. He does a really good job with their program. And, you got to expect that. And that's the importance of what we're doing here in the arena game, right, with our Wolfpack. We've got to be able to score. I know we went the first 2 weeks not putting no points up, but being able to go into the 3rd week, whether they were jet lag or whatnot, we were still able to go toe-to-toe, score, like you said, 28-6, outscoring them.
Darian Townsend going 5 receptions for 91 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dwayne Brown, 4 for 64, and 2 TDs. Isaiah Scott, 2 for 41, but their defense was quite stout. Drew Singleton went double digits in tackles with 15.
Yeah, I mean, that just means that they were on the field and we were doing things. Kept him busy, kept him working, for sure.
And then in the second half, they put up 2 touchdowns. You're able to get a score on the board in the third. with a PAT kick good, and then 7-6 Albany and the Wolfpack in scoring respectively in the fourth and final frame for the 42-34 final for Albany. Now you go to you head into the Lone Star State.
Yeah.
You'll be leaving on Friday.
You're right.
Correct. At heading to H-Town.
H-Town, get down.
Yes, sir. Fifth Ward Basin, 69th Street Curves. Know about Rap-A-Lot Records from '89.
Come on now.
Head down the road a piece and take on the Beaumont Renegades, the upstart. They won their respective league last year and then moved on up to the big boys in AF1, and they've been able to show up a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean that's anybody in this league, man. We gotta again be mindful that no matter who you're playing, you gotta bring your A game. You know, guys are scoring. That's this kind of league, and you gotta match that. And that's what we're looking to do. We just want to play good football, have a great product out there, execute, do our job, and do our 1/8.
When you had training,
yeah.
You've the first tell the truth session.
Yeah.
You're able to really get the vibe from the players and getting the understanding of what they took on and what they were able to take out of that particular game.
You're talking about Albany?
That's correct.
Yeah, again, watching the film, it just really edify that, we're really coming along well. It's a slow process. Slow and steady is what wins the race. And, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I know everyone gets excited about, what's happening early in the year. But when you look at the way that the scheduling and or the way the standings are, we're right there,
Right.
And it's best to be playing good football or great football at the end of the year. Some of these guys right now are playing their best football, and then they'll probably sputter out towards the end, and that's going to be where we just leapfrog a couple of people, and we'll be in those playoffs, and we'll just continue doing our job, have a really good product, execute, and do our 1/8.
Let's get a look at the other scores around AF1 from week number 4. First and foremost, Minnesota traveled to Oceanside, California to take on the Bombers, and the Monsters squeaked one out down in deep Southern California, final of 40-36. And as we delve into the game sheet for the big numbers in that contest for Minnesota, passing Javante Johnson, it was kind of a tough night for him, going 7 of 24.
Yeah.
Had 2 interceptions, 97 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the contest for the Monsters. And the ground game was quite solid for Shannon Brooks, going 13 of 70. And he fumbled the football once. He also caught one pass for 27 yards. The top receiver was Mo Strong, 3 receptions, 42 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Gunnar Herbert had 1 reception for 6 yards and a TD. And for Oceanside numbers look like this. Rudy Johnson had a really good show for the Bombers, going 24 of 40, 312 yards, 1 touchdown pass, was intercepted once. Top receiver Jalen Tucker. What a number he put up, going 10 receptions for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tyler Kennedy, 6 receptions, 97 yards, 2 TD. And Tajay Brooks, 3 receptions, 29 yards, and 1 TD. So Minnesota, a new club. Oceanside, a new club. They've been able to get their feet wet a little bit, and you've been able to see both of those teams.
Yeah, I mean, they're top-tier teams. That's why they're here, in our league. And, Minnesota winning it all last year. And Oceanside being coached by a very great coach who will also be a Hall of Famer, Coach Cree. Great man, great organizations. Again, we have really top-tier programs and products out here. And you got to play good football every week, not just sometimes, but all the time.
As we get a gander at the game sheet for Nashville at Kentucky. That was an
Cool.
an ebb and flow brawl,
Yeah.
if you will. Down in the South, 37-36. The Barrels squeaked by the Nashville Cats. And for Kentucky, Shea Spencer, 16 of 33 for 219 yards, 3 touchdowns. His longest pass was 37. 3 receivers stood out for the Kentucky Barrels. And Jalen Marshall, 9 receptions, 103 yards, 1 TD. Darius Prince, 4 for 74 and 2 touchdowns. His longest reception, 37 yards. And Desmond Epps, 3 receptions for 42 yards for Kentucky. For the Nashville Cats, Tyler Kalka, 23 of 35 for 279 yards, 4 TDs. His longest pass was 44 yards. Jordan Gandy, Gandy, 7 receptions, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. Malik Honeycutt, 11 receptions for 113 yards, 2 TDs. And BK Smith Jr., 5 receptions for 39 yards, 1 TD in the loss for Nashville. Things are really getting compelling now as we get now into week number 5. And let's take a look at what coming up with what's on tap. Again, Wolfpack in Texas
For the Renegades.
against the Renegades of Beaumont. That will be a 1 p.m. Pacific kickoff, 4 p.m. Eastern. And that game will be on Home Team Network on HTN. You can also log on to Arena Football 1 on that link, and you can also go to the Home Team Network stream. That will be available live as well. Other games: Oregon traveling to Nashville, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Minnesota, the Monsters take on the Arsenal of Michigan. That's a 6 p.m. Eastern. That's a 3 p.m. Pacific kickoff. And then finally, Kentucky heading up to New York State Capitol to take on the Firebirds. And all 4 games are going to be this Saturday. And check out Vice TV, as they will have the national televised game of the week, and the remaining 3 will be streamed live and available for archive. Go and log on to Arena Football. That's Arena-Football-1 on YouTube, or Home Team Network on HTN. Pass along a couple of our proud sponsors and supporters. Say, friends, is your business running on sticky notes, text threads, and hoping someone remembers? Well, Next Phase Admin builds the systems that simply fix that. One-time builds, ongoing support, no payroll overhead. Book a 15-minute call and log on to their website for more details at nextphaseadmin.com. And also brought to you by Penske Truck Leasing. With a fleet of more than 42,000 vehicles, Penske is moving lives and businesses forward. A commitment to customers and dedication to excellence. So the focus on Beaumont this weekend, this Saturday. What are some of the things that have stood out to you from looking at film of the Renegades?
Well, for the film that we got available, it's another football team in the AF1, that we need to focus on doing our job, executing and doing our 1/8. That's the premise of this movement and what is going to help us elevate every week. We just got to do our job. We're really not focused about any other team and what they're doing. We really don't care. We just want to do our job. We want to give the fans a good product. We want to give AF1 a good product. We want to give ownership, our staff, friends and family. We want them to have a good product, something to cheer for. And, last week against Albany, they seen that there's something here special. I've been talking about something special, and, we gave just a glimpse of how special we are. And this week is going to be one of those ones that we need to duplicate and or triple what we did last week against the defending champs.
Wasn't it an absolute treat to have the AFL president and CEO, Jerry Kurtz, and AF1, Jerry Kurtz, graces presence in the den.
Yeah,
It's absolutely a wonderful treat. We've
Man,
known Jerry for many, many years.
it's an honor anytime having the top tier ownership, at our games. You know what I'm saying? It's great because then it's just more of a just to let us know that we're doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're making moves, we're making noise. They want to see, are we really making noise? Are we really getting better? And for him to come through and see the type of show that we put on, we definitely feel like we should have pulled that game out. There was a read that we missed at the very end of the game, but shoot, we're right where we need to be, and that's okay.
And Jerry's a really hands-on kind of guy.
He is.
He's very much provides input from experience from everything that he has seen all these years.
Yeah.
He does a lot. He has a lot of frequent flyer miles. So
Yeah.
Jerry gets around, but his knowledge, his word is gospel.
Absolutely.
And people really feed off of that energy. He's a go-getter.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this program, right? Our philosophy is humble, hungry, intense, and disciplined, starting with being humble. I ask him all kinds of questions all the time, about our program and about the things that are going on. And, how do you get better? Closed mouths don't get fed. And, he always has some great things, great ideas. And, I soak that up like a sponge, and we'll just continue getting better.
Now, going into the training this week, the vibe of the players coming in from being able to see the film, making the adjustments and putting in the work with some of the little things that you really honed in on.
Yeah, they're fired up and pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that Albany got away with one. They can say what they want about being tired, exhausted, jet lag. You can say that for the birds and fly home, because I'm sure we'll be able to see you guys one more time, whether it's the playoffs or in the championship. But either way, the boys are fired up. They're ready to rock and roll. And all we're going to do is focus on doing our job, doing our 1/8, and execute and playing good football.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take an extended timeout. When we come back, we'll get some speaks in with the players. They're getting their grub on a little bit over here at Buzz Inn Steakhouse. 11 locations to serve you, 9 here in Snohomish County, also in Ellensburg and in Wenatchee for the location nearest you, and all of them are great. Log on to buzzinsteakhouse.com. We're going to take an extended pause for the cause and get you some messages. When we come back, hey, players only, Speaks is on. Hang on tight. This is the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show here on YouTube. Hang on tight, everybody.
It's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly
Night-night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
After that flood wiped out the whole neighborhood.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Your family is your legacy. Planning for a natural disaster will make sure you're all safe. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father.
Crippling depression, anxiety, exhaustion.
I was in prison and her mom had a heart attack.
There's a lot of institutional issues and challenges that suggest to us that dads aren't essential, and I've always rejected that.
Sometimes you don't have to know everything about being a dad. You just gotta be there.
Attacks against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are on the rise.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer. In terms of the hate crimes, I think there is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Yeah.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show. It is time for our one-on-one, or in this case, 1 with 3 segment. This is what we call Players Only. So glad to have you with us here from Buzz Inn Steakhouse, 9910 Evergreen Way here in South Everett. 11 Northwest Washington, 9 Northwest Washington locations to serve you. Also 2 in Eastern Washington and Ellensburg and Wenatchee. Alongside and to my immediate left is QB1. Avi Magalay, 6'3", 230 pounds from East Texas. I'm going to say 330, dang. It's like, you playing the line now? He's from East Texas A&M. My man, glad to have you here.
Man, thank you for having me.
You bet. And right in the middle, defensive back, 5'10", 180 pounder from Texas Southern, Byron Edwards.
Yes,
B.E.
sir.
Wahowit.
I am living, blessed.
Yes, sir.
Happy
Yes,
to be
sir.
here.
And at the end of the line to the far left, or to y'all's far right, brand new Javier Edwards, 6'2", 350-pound defensive lineman from Colorado, University of Colorado University, Boulder. How is it, man?
Oh, it's good. I can't call it.
So glad to have you guys here on Players Only. Let's get some individual perspectives. First of all, Avi, come from East Texas A&M. Where's home for you originally?
I'm from Tacoma.
Oh, you're T-Town.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Where did you go?
I went to Lakes High School.
Okay, Lakes Lancers, right.
Voss High School, then Lakes. Yeah.
Okay, Boston Lakes, right. And I know that area quite well. I lived there for a stretch of 3 years. I got a lot of friends down in the South Sound, in T-Town, because they get down like that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Now, Byron,
Yes,
Texas Southern.
Yes,
where
sir.
are you from originally?
I'm originally from Dallas, Texas.
Metroplex.
Yes, sir.
Got some friends up in Allen, and had a chance to go to that football stadium that they had over there a number of years ago. My goodness, it's a cathedral over there. I mean, high school football. I mean, and that's God's country when it comes to the prep pick. It's in Texas.
Yeah.
Where did you go? Now, where did you go to school?
I actually graduated from Mansfield Legacy.
Okay.
Out in the Mansfield area.
All right.
Yes, sir. You know, high school football down there in Texas is like JV college.
Yeah, you think? Well, I mean, you got some high school programs, some of the perennial powers. I mean, they got D1 kids galore. I mean, when they hit you, they hit you hard. They in the weight room too.
Yes,
they go after it all the way. Now Javier Edwards out of Colorado, 6'3", 350, as forementioned. Where are you from originally?
Houston, Texas.
H-Town, Fifth Ward basis, 69th Street Curbs.
I
know you.
I don't know nothing about that.
Rap-A-Lot Records, 1989.
That's before your time, player. That's before your time.
I broke the cardboard and snapped the cellophane and put that delicious licorice pizza on the turntable.
All right.
Yeah, Willie D, Scarface, Bushwick Bill. I know about that.
That's my cousin.
Oh, you liar! You liar! Okay. Now let's the vibe from Saturday. It was a hard fought ball game. Tough loss to defending Arena Crown champions. What were the things that each of you took out of that ball game? Avi.
What I took out of it was when you play a team like that, it's important to start fast.
Yes.
It's for sure important to start fast. You kind of got to score every drive. That's kind of what you got to be more efficient. That's one thing I took away from it.
And in the 2 games that you've been here, the first game was a challenge, faced some adversity. Game 2, the other side of the coin, you totally showed up.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we go in to Byron.
Yes, sir.
Now, what was your take from that ball game?
From that game, it was a lot that you could take from it, honestly. But one of the biggest things, like Ave said, we got to start fast and just, eliminating the mistakes, cutting out the mistakes, because those mistakes we learn, it can come back to bite you.
Right.
So just trying to stick to our techniques and things, and just trying to not letting the moment be bigger than what it really is.
The first quarter, things got off to a little bit of a slow start, but quarter 2, you're able to hold off Albany.
Right.
You've got 21 points on the board, which is absolutely huge, to get things level going into the locker room.
Yes, sir.
And the vibe in the team going into the locker room at halftime. What was the air like? What was the vibe like going into the locker room? Level up with the defending Arena Bowl champions.
I think it was more so like the vibe was more we got them right where we want to be. You know,
Right.
we're would have been 21-21 going into half. We're right at the same position we were when the game started. You know, with 15 minutes left in the first quarter. So it's right where we need to be. We got it level 0-0 essentially. It's a brand new ball game. Just come out and keep that that foot on the gas.
Right. Javier, what was your take of the ball game and getting on the grind, being in the trenches against Albany? What were the things that you take from that contest?
What I got from it is, we can hang with the best. We can play with the best, and when you play the best, you got to do the little things right.
For sure.
And that's all I got from it.
Now you're going to be making back-to-back road trips over the next couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
With a game against Albany, it was night and day from the previous games to what was presented on Saturday in the Den of Angel of the Winds Arena. Taking that perspective and being able to turn the corner in all three phases: offense, defense, and in special teams. You developed the confidence and established from the technicals, the basics, and being able to execute. Everybody knows their role. Everyone does their job. And now you're going to be on the road for the next 2 weeks. You're heading to Beaumont, and then you take on Oregon. The first of two road trips, total of 4 matchups you're going to have with Oregon. But just these back-to-back games on the road, you're all going to be road tested. It's going to show your mettle. Feel free and interject on that.
I would say I just feel like nothing should really change. It's just a big game just because it's the next game. That's just kind of what I think about it. But yeah, just trying to get better each week. Just got to take a step up from Albany, but I think we're all coming together pretty well. I like what's been going on in training all week. But yeah, I think we're gonna be ready. We'll be ready.
B?
I think with road games, it's always this big. I like to call it filters. It's always this filter that's placed over it, just because you're going on the road, you're going into this team's home, and what are the fans going to be like? What are the crowd going to be like? What's at the end of the day, it's another game, like you said. It's the game that we have to play this week. So it's whether we're home on the road. We always say we're at training. It's still training. So it doesn't matter, what location we're at. We still have to execute. We still got to do the little things in order to get the result that we want in the end.
Javier?
Shoot, what I say is, whether it's a home game, away game, playing across the street in the backyard, you got to just play ball.
Yep.
That's it.
Sandlot, flat top, whatever.
At your mama house, it don't matter.
But we definitely book it, Dano. Yes, sir. So off field, what do you guys like to do? Interests, hobbies, family.
I like to hoop.
You like to? Oh, okay.
I'm the coldest hooper on the team.
Okay.
He say we ain't seen nothing like it yet.
Okay. It's like you better. What's your favorite? What is your favorite foot attire? What do you representing with? Adidas, Nike.
We're in the Nike.
Okay.
Nike.
You like the swoosh? Okay. Get the. You got that swoosh on your foot. How about you?
I gotta have a swoosh.
Okay.
Okay. AF1 don't find me.
I had one. I haven't seen that in a minute. Javier. Well, go ahead. What interests, hobbies? What do you like to do outside of football?
Outside of football, I'm the real hooper. I'm the real hooper.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta let them know fat meat grease. And, I'm the real hooper. But now,
the block party be in full effect. You're presiding right?
Already.
Okay.
And No, I like music, making beats, producing stuff like
Okay.
that. I like doing that type of stuff.
All right. Okay.
Just chilling.
Yeah,
And Byron, what was that? Where do you? We passed you
get
along
into
there.
a little bit of everything. It just depends on what the vibe is for the day. Some days I might be in the studio, some days I might be at a museum. Being out here in the Pacific Northwest, it's a lot of stuff that we don't have down there in Texas. So definitely been getting used to just going to a park and walking around and looking at the mountains and stuff like that. So I'm touching into my my nature side.
Okay. Well, y'all are in a wonderful place, man. You got access to the mountains. You got access to water. A lot of great places to visit. How are you taking in the people over here, man?
Oh yeah. I like the people out here. Now it's not a lot of Southern hospitality, but it's some hospitality for sure.
Right.
That's one thing I can say.
It's a unique Northwest dynamic
for sure.
You guys take. Well, how about you, Javier?
Oh, so I love the people over here. I met some real good people out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been pretty smooth since I've been out here.
Okay.
I got a lot of people out here, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, you QB1 at the crib.
We're home.
Now, music, Javier. Yeah, you like to put beats, doing production. You do some DJing too.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, what controller are you rolling with?
I use a little Pioneer.
Okay.
That.
A DDJ series Flex.
Yeah, DDJ. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm familiar with the 1000 and the 1000 SRT.
Yeah, and shoot, but really though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna use anything that's in the budget.
Well, especially in this economy, it's tough, man. Facebook Marketplace, be on the lookout for.
Yeah, inflation.
Oh, yes, know that all too well. Music-wise, artists, beats, vibes. What y'all bumping? What y'all bumping with?
I've been on my reggae tip lately.
Okay.
On the reggae vibe. Lately.
All right.
See, the team always talk about me because I'm always in my R&B bag.
Okay.
I'm listening to R&B. I'm getting on the Drake, the Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying?
20 teens, 2020s.
Come on, a little something.
Okay. Okay.
I'm an old school player.
All right.
I listen to a little gospel. Some Johnny Taylor.
Okay.
SOS band.
Oh yes. Now we're talking.
The whispers, stuff like that.
Yes.
That's what I like.
And the beat goes on.
You don't know nothing about that.
It's a love thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh, it's like I know old school beats,
man.
A
little something.
Oh, yeah. Check. I gotta set you up on my library.
Oh, really?
It's off the rails.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Be like Jodeci, come and talk to me.
Oh yeah.
On a final note, your dietary requirements. Well, what do you like to eat? What's your what's your go-to?
We're gonna start with Big Man.
You go for it.
My go-to?
Yeah, what's your go-to?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm real simple. I like wings.
Okay.
I can't go wrong with that. I can eat that bird every day.
Right.
Chicken tenders and French fries. I'm real simple.
Okay.
I'm real simple.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Byron.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm on the same thing. I'm a wings every day. I can eat Wingstop every single day if you let me. Give me a little hot honey rub,
All right.
Extra season on the fries. Make sure I got that ranch though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not picky. I eat anything with rice though. Any meat.
Gotta
rice,
have that.
steak, rice.
Yep, gotta have that rice.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, little bits and pieces. It's all coming right here from Players Only.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, it has been fun. I wish you all the best of luck. Safe travels, safety on and off the field, and bring one home. We'll be watching you guys on Saturday afternoon on HTN and on Arena Football 1 on YouTube.
Absolutely, JJ. We're going to get it done, man.
Already.
Yes, sir.
I already know.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having
Javier Magalay, Byron Edwards, and Javier Edwards. We got to take a pause for the cause and get you a few more messages. And when we come back, we'll get Speaks with Coach once again and get things wrapped up on this Week 5 edition of the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show, proudly Proudly brought to you by the great folks here at Buzz Inn Steakhouse, 11 Northwest locations, 9 here in Snohomish County. And for the location nearest you, log on to buzzinsteakhouse.com. Also, pass along a word from our friends at Threshing Floor Athletics, where athletes are built from the inside out. First ever linebacker exclusive camp in the Pacific Northwest. Focus on developing incredible people first and elite performance second. Their motto says it all. Thresh it out, isolate, and elevate excellence. We will break away, and when we come back, Coach Wells will tap in, and we'll break things down for the matchup against Beaumont. It's all right here on the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show. Stay close.
When I got the
I taught for 20 years. But I started forgetting my lectures. Eventually, he had to quit.
It's my baby.
My therapist recommended we go to the doctor.
The early Alzheimer's diagnosis allowed us to take control of the situation.
He's been such a positive force and so loving.
Walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone.
If you or your family are noticing
changes,
changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like they can do it too. You know?
Can be lethal.
I feel that everything's possible.
Dose is in here. Who gets
Find
it?
free
I
adult
won't know.
education classes
Cheap,
near you
it's
at
potent, and it's profitable.
insurediploma.org.
Sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Bring it. Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie. How sketch is right? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Oh, he's on fire. Look at that. Yeah, you turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping,
I'm out, guys.
You got to get a trainer.
My mom's gonna kill me. Yeah, you guys waited.
Mom wants us home. No, you're doing it wrong. Bye, guys.
You guys need to run? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
Let's go.
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally
Hi,
it
I'm
wasn't
Smokey
comfortable
Bear,
for
and
him.
I made an assistant to help
Now
you
that he's a
prevent
grandfather, he
wildfires.
says, I love you to my son every time he sees him.
5 years old. But
My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions.
Assistant
They
Smokey,
grow up
what is
way
the
too
best
fast
way to
for you
put
to
out a
waste even a single precious moment.
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again.
How do you
then
know
make
when
sure
you've
the
made the right
fire is out
decision?
cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait,
It's the feeling you get in your gut.
I'll take the
The
$5.
one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, Sure, how do you know I can when have a you've drink? made the right decision? Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. The feeling you get in Now your what? gut. The one that tells you It's what's the voice right or wrong. inside you that It's says, the one that says, I'm buzzed. Sure, Better I can leave have the a car drink. when it's time to go. Or the feeling that says, plan ahead. I've Catch been a sober drinking. ride. Now what? Buzz driving It's is the voice drunk inside driving. you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back to the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show as we be like cardboard and break it on down on this week number 5 as head coach T.R. Wells joins us once again. Off the football field, off of training, you're good. You're good, my man. You should be. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
proper. It's
That's
like
right.
push the button.
Yeah.
Now, off the field, off training. What do you do to relax and be able to separate everything, knowing what you do is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. It's your career. Football is your life. But when you're able to step back and get away, what are the things that you take in to bring you in to comfort peace, calm, if you will?
Transparently, bro, I really don't have that time.
Okay.
I'm telling you, there's that's the thing that nobody knows, and I'm not here to be like, oh, like it's always it's always something.
Sure.
I don't care if it's dropping jerseys off, picking jerseys up, picking up players, changing out equipment.
You're on the go. You seem you're on the go. It's always constant. It's always something. But when you're able to,
if I was able to have just some,
there we go,
some alone time or
sure,
some decompressing time,
right?
Well, as you know, I like to go bowling.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling is cool.
We got
anything I could do to hang out with the family. That's always the number one. I'm missing reading my books. I love reading books. I ain't been to the gym in a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been there's a lot that's happening, you know, and a lot of different moves, different pieces and adjustments, and talking to people, qualifying people, schematics, film watching. Like, there's just a million things that are required from a head coach. And even in my situation, and I embrace it. Like, I signed up for this, and it's only going to get easier, and we're only going to get better.
Having support of family to have you be able to pursue your endeavor, that is your bedrock.
Yeah.
You have a loving significant other. You've got youngins.
Yeah.
They are your pride.
Absolutely.
They are your pride.
Yeah.
And joy. And then with Ma and Pa, brothers and sisters into the fold who've all gathered from before day one.
Yeah.
And see what the fruits of the labor are. They have their hopes, they have their dreams for you and with you.
Yeah.
It's interconnected. It is woven. It's about love. It's about commitment. It's about dedication. It's about purpose.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that really fuels your fire. Get that over the love of this game.
Yeah, no, you need it. You need the support, especially, in that rough time that we were in, starting the season off, scoring 3 points, you hear the noise, you hear all the crazy, it's taxing on your body and on your mentals and on your energy. And, you got to continue, one foot in front of the other. You got to be positive. You can't wither when the storm is hitting you, and when you're in it, you got to face it head on. And that's where we're at. And having that support system from family and a small group of friends, to just continue saying, hey, you got this, God don't give, problems to people that they can't handle. And this is just one of those things that we're just weathering the storm. And here was a huge breakthrough just to remind you guys that, hey, we have something special going on. And what we did against the defending champs and whatever narrative you guys got going on, this is just the beginning of those roots breaking through.
You were able to have the seeds planted. It took root.
Yeah.
Now it's sprouting out for the world to see. Now it's you gotta get a little sunshine, a little bit of rain, and get that thing to maturate and grow.
Jack and a Beanstalk, we try to tell you guys, but it's okay. Just hold those receipts. We got some more things to do. Again, we're just going to do our job, execute, and do our 1/8 and play Wolfpack football. We know we have something special. We have a great group of guys that believe in each other, that continue to bond with one another. And, every week we're just going to show more improvement, because that's all we care about, is just show more improvement. Did we get better from last week? We went from week 1, bye week basically, or the exhibition game against Oregon, taking nothing away from them, because again, guys are running wide open, and you go to a bye week, then you play, the team that went to the championship, the tough game kind of deal. Again, guys running wide open, the settle in effect, and then boom, here we go again against the defending champs, guys running wide open. I'm going to just continue saying, guys will run wide open in this offense. It's all about execution, doing your job, and doing your 1/8. As long as you do those 3 things, then you're going to start seeing us beat the brakes off people.
Now, you recently acquired a couple of players.
Yeah. What you know about those players? What we got?
I just mentioned, I just saw during the break, got a kicker from Brazil. And I say, wow. Okay, down from South America. He know football.
My Jesus, you just wait and see what Luis got planned for this AF1, man. It's something special, and he fits well in our program. Just a great dude, man, that belongs on this bus, and he was waiting for this opportunity, man, and that kid is special, bro.
And I saw it very quickly on Facebook about a recent acquisition. Maybe got a defensive lineman. You got.
We did get a defensive lineman, but that was last week's transaction.
Okay. So
we just showed that we brought in a DB.
Okay.
Defensive back.
Okay.
Eugene Ford, a.k.a.
Okay,
Juice.
yeah, Ford, yes.
Had some time with the Jacksonville Jaguars, played some arena football. This kid's special, man. This is, big dude, 6'2", 198, 195, just ready to lay your head on the turf. Not softly, but promptly.
And DB, he has some pretty respectable, pretty sizable range, actually.
Yeah.
Be able to cover a lot of ground but take care of things into the air as well.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things about him is his experience, playing in the NFL, being up there, and just understanding what professionalism is, and now being also involved in the arena football game, the Sioux Falls Storm, just being around the game. Man, it's been really nice watching him through our training just continue to gel with the already exciting defense that we have.
More of our proud sponsors and supporters of the Washington Wolfpack, a unique brewing company, a locally owned craft brewery and tap room located right here in South Everett. Near the Everett Mall, they offer 32 taps of in-house made beers and seltzers, along with other local ciders, wines, and sodas. They are family-friendly and well-behaved pets are more than welcome. Come and get your signature Wolfpack IPA on tap now at Unique Brewing Company near the Everett Mall. Also, R&L Windows providing high-quality window replacements right here in Everett. Upgrade your home with energy-efficient windows that improve comfort, style, and value. R&L Windows, a smart investment of your home. So many great sponsors and supporters. Will be passing them along with you each and every week here on the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show. As a point to note, Saturday on the road in Beaumont, Texas. Following Saturday, a primetime game down at First Interstate Bank Arena in Redmond, Oregon, to take on the Oregon Lightning for the second of 4 meetings. And then not too far, will be Oceanside, the Oceanside Bombers down in Southern California. The next home game for the Wolfpack will be on Saturday, May 23rd. That game will be a Vice TV, nationally televised game. We won't be from the broadcast side of the house, yours truly, along with color analyst Jim Brink. We won't be connecting with y'all till mid-June. So don't forget, we're here. You can catch us right here on the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show every Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll keep you on the ball and up to date. Don't you fear. We'll be back on the local telly really soon. That would be on Fox. You can catch all the games, home and road, on Fox 13 Plus, and the Wolfpack have 4 nationally televised games on the AF1 Game of the Week on Vice TV. Check theaf1.com for all the national games, and we'll connect really, really soon. Coach Wells, thank you for the time, my man.
Thank you, big dog.
It's been a pleasure.
As always.
It has been fun, but we got to run. We'll catch you at a later time, like about 1 week from now, for week number 6 edition of the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show. Special thanks to all the great folks, our title sponsor for the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show here at Buzz Inn Steakhouse, 11 Northwest Washington locations to serve you, including 9 here in Snohomish County, also in Ellensburg and in East Wenatchee. For the location nearest you, and check out the full menu on their website at buzzinsteakhouse.com. Once again, we thank you so much for joining us. And a reminder, as always, be good to you and yours. Be healthy, be happy, and by all means, please do be safe out there every day and every way. Until next time, later, players.
Hey, now we hit the finish!